Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. And I want to give a huge shout out to Daryl and Werner of the wrestling podcast CovalentTV. These guys work extremely hard and give an honest review. It's the second best podcast in the world, second to the Kurt Angle Show. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hey Daryl, hey Warner, this is Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, coming at you through a Snapchat filter because honestly, it's just easier this way for me, for you, and definitely for my self-esteem because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now, and you know how it is. But I heard you guys do a wrestling if I can talk today, podcast called I'm gonna say this right, hopefully. Covalent, fingers crossed, that's how you say it, because I think I would normally pronounce it Covalent, but Covalent Wrestling Podcast. So I hope that is awesome. I hope you guys get, a bazillion views on it or listens or however podcasts work, because everybody does them on Zoom nowadays. But talk to you later. Bye.
So when you go in the kitchen and you make yourself a sandwich in the middle of the night, and you can't quite get that mayonnaise jar open, ladies and gentlemen, that is what happened before we went live on this stream tonight. We had some mayo technical difficulties, but we're here. We're sexy. We're too sexy for our shirts. So sexy, it hurts on the catwalk. But it is Monday. It is Monday, so y'all know exactly what is going on. Y'all know exactly why y'all are here. Sorry, we were lit, but all is well. But it is not going to be well for very long because y'all know what show we got to talk about. So that means, welcome to your WWE Raw Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Starkson.
Big dub.
He finally got that jar of mayonnaise open, and now he's been able to open a bar. Do you see it? Once he got that jar of mayonnaise open, it gave him so much riches that he could open his own bar. Yes, he is now, a bartender, but he is a bartender at his establishment. And Warner Steele has never gotten a lining in a black barbershop.
No.
It might work for him. You know what I'm saying? He could go from assistant offensive line coach to Eminem real quick. You know what I'm saying? We could get that figured out too, but that's for another day. We got other issues to sort out. Now, guys, if y'all are in here, our truth seekers, all of you beautiful, beautiful truth seekers, y'all know what to do, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love to your boys over here at CovalentTV. Get that love started early because Wednesday is going to be a short show because my black ass needs to get some rest before I go to Vegas. So y'all better go ahead and make it happen. And you know what? Wednesday is also a very important show, even though it's going to be a short one. You know why, guys? Because it's passing Nitro. Eric Bischoff will be crying into a pillow. Go ahead.
Tony should be as petty as fuck on that show.
I agree. The pettiness should know no bounds. So, Tony,
yes.
your job is understood. Make it happen. Cap in. And you know what? Adrian Carpenter heard exactly what we said, and he knew how to follow the instructions because he would come through with a 10 schmackaroo donation off the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Not the sit-go, but the get-go. Coming through, man. Saying Triple H dogged out the... wait, hold on. We gonna... Whoa. Slow it down. Oh, no, we got a lot to discuss tonight. Oh, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no. I ain't allowing nobody to steal our thunder. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Come on.
Okay. I know you didn't know. There's no way of you knowing, but if you knew that I know what you know, if you knew that I knew it, then in which case we would know everything.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's that talk I put on people. You know, I put it on you bitch. You know, once I say, you know what, y'all need to know all my secrets. Y'all need to know all my secrets, okay? I'm just going to leave that one alone. But shouts out to y'all that are in the building right now, guys. We know we got a job to do. Don't talk to us, you know, in a rude, mean way. We know what we got to do is bring you beautiful people the news, holding one special, accountable, and I got a what we not going to do. I got a what we not going to do. That I couldn't wait to get in front of this camera and do. I couldn't wait. Oh, today is the day. They picked the right one. Not the wrong one. They picked the right one. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. So, guys, if y'all are in here, like I told y'all got the instructions. I laid them down. Werner, let's not delay the people any further. Let's go ahead and get into 10 News.
Jeff Cobb is done with New Japan. He's going to face Hiroshi Tanahashi in his last match on April 19th.
And he still has no neck.
WWE will be his present.
So now I know he has no spine either. So he's walking around here with no neck and no spine, Werner.
I bet you he's going to be, God damn it, I forgot.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting old. Okay. He took the WWE pension plan, and that's what a lot of wrestlers are going to start doing once they get past the age of 35. So if your favorite wrestler is in another promotion right now, and they're approaching age 35, and their free agency is also approaching around the same time, I hate to say it like this, but you can damn near almost bank on the fact that they're going to go to WWE.
Yeah.
I really hate to put it that way. I really do. And then when I found out, I think I'd heard some news that he had got pulled from something. So, you know, for any WWE fans watching this, cover your ears, even though I don't think this is like that big of a fucking spoiler. They're clearly going to try to do something to where they include him in that Bloodline storyline.
Oh, you know it.
Because I heard he got pulled from some date. Am I wrong on that, guys? Can somebody help me out? Because I don't like giving out wrong information. Y'all know we all about the truth on this show. So help a player out, man. Like, talk to me in the building tonight, y'all. But I think I saw that somewhere that he had got pulled from a date. It wasn't multiple dates, I don't think, but it was a date for sure that he got pulled from. And I was like, oh, I see where this is going. I was like, said his last day on April 19th. Yeah, that was when I knew it was some bullshit. That was when I was like, oh, God, they're going to toss him in that fucking dead, beaten to death storyline, aren't they? When I saw that, that was what gave it away for me. But WWE is becoming everything that their fans claimed that AEW was going to be in AEW's version. Oh, it's a WWE retirement home, all ex-WWE. WWE is becoming that right in front of your face, but no one's saying it. No one's saying it. I haven't seen anyone say, why is WWE signing all these 35 and up guys?
Mm-hmm. Where's the future for WWE?
Yeah, where's that article? I'm looking for that article. Can somebody find me that article? And don't hit me with that, oh, NXT is the future. That men's division in NXT is Duke. That shit is Duke University. Duke damn juice. That shit is terrible. And
it came back to me.
And the women's division is like the New York Yankees. Every fucking woman that's a star down there, they bought.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that is built, it seems like they do this start, stop, push shit with her in Sol Ruka. Same thing with Jada Parker. All of their homegrown women, it seemed like they just do this start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. By the way, I predicted the Jada Parker start, stop, push after that whole thing came out. And y'all, a couple of y'all were like, oh, well, she's going to be on this show, so she's not de-pushed just yet. I said, I don't think they're going to fully de-push her. I said they're going to start doing start, stop, pushes with her, and I wouldn't be surprised if she does end up released somewhere down the line. I would not be shocked by that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, WWE's booking overall doesn't have a clue. And they're adding on all of these older guys that just, it doesn't make any sense. Why are they signing all these guys? See, this was the rhetoric that was used towards AEW. Now I'm going to point it in WWE's direction. Why
It's
are
now
they,
become a nursing home.
yeah, why are they signing all these older, like, outside promotion guys? Can anybody like answer that question? Okay. Real quick, and again, I don't have time to read a lot of comments tonight, guys. I got to do a lot of media stuff for Vegas coming up, a lot of editing I got to do. But I'm going to read this comment because 5-star put Jada is still green. Okay, I need you to, if you're a fan, I need you to put that up for 3 seconds, okay? Whose fault is that?
Mm-hmm.
Put your fanboyism up for just, or girlism. Put that up for just 3 seconds for me. Just, that's all I ask. Whose fault is that? Is that Jada's?
Is that WWE's?
Yeah, tell me whose fault it is. Because that's not I'm sorry, in 2025, with the access to wrestling schools that these wrestlers have, that is not a good excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And you said PC trainers. There you go. There you go. All of these outside trainers that could train these wrestlers up to actually work properly, you don't really see them getting a lot of love from WWE. There was a time where WWE, if their system didn't work, they would send them to another school. They don't do that anymore. They think the Performance Center works. They really think the Performance Center works. And guys, what has it been proven to not do? I think all of y'all can answer this question in the comment section. All our truth seekers. The PC has been proven to not what?
Give stars. I mean, they haven't made a star. Outside of Bianca, they really haven't made a star.
It doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, there you go. Pin Mike figured it out. It just doesn't. Build stars is another good answer. Yeah, it doesn't work. A lot of those women that are down there right now rocking double knee braces. What type of shit is that?
Mm-hmm.
And wait a minute. Hold on, Catherine. Catherine hit a bar. She said produce wrestlers. That's a bar. That's a bar.
Well, we're not a wrestling company. We're a storyline entity.
And that was exactly what I was finna say next. There go Werner stealing the thunder again. That was exactly what I was finna say next was, okay, if that's the case, then in which case I go to Michael Latina's comment. What characters have they built? It's funny, y'all comments were damn near back to back. Yeah, so if they're not making wrestlers and they're not making characters, what are they making? I'm sorry. I'm inclined to say if they're not making wrestlers and they're not making characters, they're making failures.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I personally feel the Performance Center is a failure. Because I'm still waiting for them to produce a top-notch wrestler. I'm still waiting for them to produce a top-notch character. Where is it?
But I think we saw that WWE's admitted failure with it, with them going to the ID program.
Yeah,
and Evolve.
But here's the thing. They're only going to be able to scrape the ice cream out of the tin for so long. Because there's going to be a generation of wrestlers about 10 years from now that is not going to see just a WWE monopoly. And if AEW is still around during that time, a lot of wrestlers' dream, their present, is going to want to be in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
WWE with the ID program is scooping up that last generation of young wrestlers that think WWE is the place to be. It's the dream. That's the purpose that the ID program serves. If you think it doesn't serve any other program, I don't know if you read their background on that program. It's not to give opportunities to people who wouldn't otherwise get them. Don't fall for that bullshit. It is not to give opportunities and eyes to promotions that otherwise wouldn't get them. No. If you believe that, you are just as dumb as the people that fall for it. That is not what that shit is for. It is meant to serve the purpose of WWE and WWE only. The quicker you get that through your head as a fan and as a consumer, you'll be able to actually think about independent wrestling in a productive way to where you can decide which indie shows you want to go to and support and build up a grassroots movement forward that doesn't have WWE's fingerprints all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw some shit and people started sending this to me like 40 going north. I saw this left and right. People were sending this to me like crazy. What promotion was that guy? I could pull it up. Hold on, I can pull it up. I got it in a message right now. I could pull it up. Because I saw some shit that was diabolical fucking work. Here it is. Beyond Wrestling has informed talent if they pull off of their Thursday show this week late for AEW extra work that they won't be brought back to the promotion.
That's...
If you don't think that is WWE inspired, because WWE and Beyond have a relationship. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that on inside information before all of your favorite news outlets reported it. I knew that already. This is why we said the ID program was going to be bad for the industry. Because now there are promotions out there that are going, we don't want to mess up that ID. They're not getting money. That's what bugs me out. They're not cutting these promotions a check.
And they're not going to be getting talent from them.
We would have heard, Warner, do you agree? We would have heard it by now if they were cutting these promotions checks.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
We would have definitely heard it by now.
Oh, yeah.
As much media has their head up WWE's ass, we would have heard something.
Mm-hmm.
We have heard nothing about any benefit that WWE is offering these promotions. And it's Mania weekend coming up. And we still haven't heard anything ID related that benefits the promotions that they're currently mooching off of for talent.
Mm-hmm.
Warner, have you heard a mutual benefits package?
Nothing. Not a gosh darn thing.
I want to make sure I'm not missing something.
No, I haven't seen a thing about it.
Like, where's the list of things and benefits that WWE ID is doing for the promotions that they're taking from? Where's that on the WWE ID Twitter page?
Nowhere to be found.
I'm sorry, Warner, can you keep your lights on with exposure?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't. You can't keep your lights
yeah.
on. You can't keep, look alive, bro. You can't keep your lights on with exposure. You can't keep your lights on with the, look, it's a WWE ID sticker on our poster.
But that's what these promotions think. They think that just that brand is going to get the drones to come out in force and watch an entire show when all they care about is the WWE branded match, and then they'll probably leave afterwards because they won't give a flying fuck about.
They don't care about the indies, bro.
Right?
WWE fans don't care about the indies. And you want proof in the pudding, guys? I'm gonna be on the ground for the Collective, which is where there's a lot of promotions that are working with that ID program that are a part of the Collective, and I hate that because the Collective used to be that type of event that surrounded WrestleMania, where all the promotions from across the country, the top independent promotions across the country and around the world, all came together to do shows, which is why it's called the Collective. I'm gonna be there. I'm actually going to be at the Collective. I'm doing Media for Progress Wrestling. I'm going to be there on the ground. I'm actually going to let you guys know on the WrestleMania review about what attendance is looking like. I saw the WrestleTix thing. Those tickets are not fucking moving. You know why? Because the benefits package is already dried up. WWE's like, as long as we getting these young, impressionable talents, fuck you. We're not promoting your shit. You can slap our little ID sticker on it real small, but guess what? That's not going to sell tickets. And we said that from the beginning. That's something me and Warner said from the beginning. They can slap that sticker on whatever match they fucking want to. That's not going to move tickets. You know why? Because the people that support WWE do not support the indies.
No, because if it's not WWE, fuck everything else.
We said this when the program first launched, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we got told we were wrong. We got told, let it play out. Right?
Yep. It's going to go somewhere.
That's what we were told. And we were the ones on that stream going, y'all must not know the way WWE operates.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ploy to kill the indie scene and to push every independent media outlet out and put their media outlets in. Because I told y'all what happened with one of the promotions that's WWE adjacent with the ID program for WrestleMania weekend and what they told me. I couldn't believe that. I said, do you know WWE is not going to be in Vegas past that weekend? Like, why are you burning bridges with like independent media outlets that have huge reach?
Mm-hmm.
That's just not good business. So now all the promotions that were looking for any promotion they could get for their shows, as soon as an ID sticker gets slapped on one of their matches, now they feel like they don't need nobody. That's one of the worst things that could happen to the indies. And I said that. That is one of the worst things that could happen to the indies. Because then at that point, Werner, it's not the indies anymore. It's what?
No, it's just WWE.
Boom. It's an extension of WWE at that point. And again, when we said that on the WWE ID stream, what did we get told?
It's going somewhere.
You guys are wrong. We don't know what it's going to look like as of yet. That's what we got told. I hate to say this because I know y'all going to get tired of this. Go back and watch that stream. It was prophecy. It was prophecy. We foretold the prophecy of the WWE ID program. It's so sad to see what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that WrestleTix post where they showed all the events from the collective that are going to be going on Thursday, and one of which I'm going to be working, when I saw that, and I saw that a lot of those tickets didn't, a lot of those events didn't even move 500 tickets in a 2,000-seater. In a 2,000-seater. Does that sound like the indies are thriving and succeeding from working with WWE? Does it sound that way to you?
No.
That's disgusting work. I don't care how much you try to say, oh, they're going to benefit from it. Just wait, the perks are coming. No, they're not.
What perks?
Right.
What perks? Give us a list of the perks.
Show me the outline. Please, show me the outline. Show me the outline of the perks that the independent promotions are receiving from working with WWE. Show it to me. Show it to me. Again, you can't keep the lights on with exposure.
And you know what? This also goes back to that tweet. What was it? A month ago? From the WWE ID Twitter account. Hey guys, don't forget you can still book those wrestlers that are on our ID program. Just reach out to those wrestlers. Meaning those wrestlers aren't getting booked.
Because don't nobody want to fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
The only promotions, indie promotions that want to fuck with it are the ones that are WWE adjacent. Nobody wants to fuck with it. And if you say that out loud, it's like blasphemy.
Mm-hmm.
See, I haven't made a Twitter post about it yet because, again, I say this to you guys all the time. I don't want to say something on the timeline that people can just attack from a verbal standpoint. I want you to see me when I say it. So that way, if you have a problem with what I said, you have to see me in person and say you have a problem with it. Because when you're doing all that typing and all that Twitter finger shit and you doing all that, guess what? That just opens up the door for somebody to just type back at you. I'm not finna type with you all fucking day. I'm not finna argue with nobody over the internet. If you have a problem with what I'm saying, come see me. The ID program is a failure, not only just in a sense of a program, but in a sense of a failure for the wrestlers as well, because these wrestlers are only getting booked on WWE adjacent indies. That's like, it's taking the work out of the independent scene. Do y'all know what I mean by that? I don't mean literal work. I mean like the work of professional wrestling. It's taking the work out of it. Part of the fun of going to your favorite indie is you never know who's going to show up. But because some of these promotions that are in communication with WWE are in bed with them, there are certain wrestlers that you know won't show up.
Mm-hmm.
That was a part of the fun. That was a part of the fun of going to your favorite local indie. That thrill is gone because now you know if it's a WWE ID related promotion, they're going to announce way ahead of time whatever surprise they had planned.
Exactly.
So now the surprise is gone. So yeah, independent promotions that are WWE ID adjacent and WWE adjacent after WrestleMania in Las Vegas at least. After WrestleMania and all that shit you did, oh, WWE has us covered. We're fine. Cool. After that, when that's all said and done, then what? Then what?
They'll have nothing.
Yeah, they're gonna post a couple clips during the week. Of course they are. You know why? Because they're putting their belts on your show. So of course they're gonna send some camera people there, sure. But after the weekend is over, what's going to come of your promotion?
And not only that, what's to say that they're not going to they're going to cover everything else? They're only going to cover that WWE ID program nonsense.
Yeah, I doubt they stick around to shoot other matches.
Right.
I doubt they stick around to shoot your homegrown talent that hasn't signed to them.
Mm-hmm.
So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Please, no, actually, WWE adjacent promotions that are running this WrestleMania week, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You know why? Because this is going to be the closest you get to being WWE. Well, yeah, let me just leave it at that. This is going to be the closest you get to being WWE for a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it. Simple as that. And shouts out to everybody in the building tonight. I meant to say this. Y'all playing with us in the house tonight, and I don't like this shit, Werner. Y'all freezing up our numbers. Y'all freezing up our likes. I'm telling you, if we don't get to 25 likes by the second match and segment of this show of Monday Night Raw, stream's going off. I'm going to get to editing. I'm going to get to doing all the shit I want to do. Well, not want to do, need to do. And yeah, we're going to do it like that. So get this up to 25 likes so y'all know what's going to happen. The stream going to go off.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go off. I'm only going to read a couple comments because we did give up Paul's meaty topic. So I'm going to read a couple comments. Let me see. Said the indie surrounding All In should be interesting. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad they're doing that. If indies are going to All In, fantastic. Would love to see it.
That was a good comment. You gonna get this work. Yeah, I'm curious to see who participates.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna get this work. Cairo's objective came through with the 5 schmackaroo donation. Said, whoop, how y'all doing tonight? Loving the good work. Appreciate it, man. We drop it off the front doorstep every time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm letting you know right now, that's gonna be intriguing. To see which promotions are willing to sacrifice their WWE ID blessing to run surrounding All In. That's going to be intriguing to see. I need all of our truth seekers to keep an eye on that. I need y'all to keep an eye on that and send us any information y'all get on that. Because, yeah, that's going to be something. If that's going to be something to see.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, he ain't even get the nickname right. You spelled my name wrong. All right, it's all good. It's all good. Tonight I ain't in the mood. I got a lot of shit to do. I ain't finna do this.
Yeah.
Said great experience and all that, and then what's next? I don't even think these promotions that are sitting on WWE's lap even know what's next.
No.
Well, me and Werner have said that like countless times at this point.
But it's not going to be beneficial to that indie.
Either way it goes, yeah. No, either way it goes. Whichever way the coin flips, yeah, it's not gonna be beneficial to them either way. So yeah, agreed. Yeah, but GCW is hurting too.
Mm-hmm.
And GCW was known as the super indie.
Right.
And everybody oh God, did everybody tell me, oh, this is gonna be so good for GCW. They're finally gonna shake the stigma of being the super indie now that they're working with WWE. Guess who tickets ain't moving either?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Guess who tickets ain't moving either? on WrestleMania weekend. Oops. Ain't that something? Ain't that a bitch? Adrian Carpenter coming through with Five Schmackaroo said House of Glory have advertised the show in Texas for All In weekend. Interesting. Okay.
That's good.
No, so that's them putting their name in the hat. That's them putting their name in the hat.
Fantastic.
Good for them. Good for them. 5-star. I don't even know what the hell that comment is, bro. Did you what the hell happened there? Did you just out yourself as a bot? Is that what just happened? Put bleep blop bloop if you are a robot. Motherfucker just outed himself as a robot. That's insane. I didn't think that ever happened on Covalent TV. But that's what happens when you watch us. Anything can happen on our shows, okay? And y'all gonna learn that this weekend because I ain't gonna lie, man. I might, it's one of our viewers I told a little bit of something about this. I was waiting until we had it confirmed. But now it's pretty much confirmed, guys. So, yeah, we on Saturday, y'all might see a show, the WrestleMania review live from a little pool situation. We might have some wrestlers pop up on camera. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Might be some wrestlers popping up on camera. You never know who might come sit next to me in the motherfucking cabana. All right? Because I'm going to be in the cabana. Popping collars. I'm going to be in that motherfucker getting it popping. But you definitely will see women's. I'm going to tell you that right now. I got to tell them not to shake no ass in the camera. YouTube is I'm like, shake that ass behind the camera. I'm doing so. You matter of fact, come here, bitch. come sit on my lap real quick while I'm doing this show. Give me a little motivation. Come. No, I didn't say go. Come here, bitch. Everybody put come here, bitch, in the comment section. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get a free bitch pass right now. That House of Glory is opening a school in Florida too. Really? I didn't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to look into that when we get off camera. I'm gonna have to look into that. That is very intriguing. That might be why they're running All In adjacent. That's a very intriguing detail. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I see you, Fuego. I see you in here, man. The House of Glory has done shows outside of New York. We know that.
Yeah.
But opening a school in Florida, that doesn't make sense considering where they're based out of. But okay. All right. Yeah, okay, yeah, 2 likes away, guys. Y'all don't get it to 25. Y'all know what's finna happen. But Werner, it is time for us to open up that can of spam that expired in the year 2000. Pull it out and slap it on all of our truth seekers. Because, guys, if you know what portion of the show is coming up, go on ahead and drop that bang, thang, thang in the comment section. But even if you decide you are not going to because you don't like spam, I'm going to tell you weird ass anyway. It is time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Let go.
This is from Twitter. This is from your local customer service rep, Sean Rossap.
Y'all don't even know what he's talking about, but
No.
it's a story. Hey, if I'm tipsy enough when I'm doing that review on Saturday, I might fuck around and tell a story.
Sean says, and I quote, I need to see Speedball Bayley become a total sneakerhead due to winning this $100,000.
Oh, my God.
To the point where he wears Patrick Ewing's to the ring and the size of them throws him off and loses matches as a result. He realizes the money has changed him for the worse, but blames Tony Khan specifically. Speedball takes no accountability. Tony Khan versus Speedball at All In. And then he puts under that, someone will take this seriously.
Dumbass.
The cornbillion species has penetrated the planet so bad that in his mind, he actually thought that was some funny shit to tweet out. Homie, I know when you were a youthful children of the corn, you had to figure one day you were going to grow into a full-fledged cornbillion. But homie, that's not the way. What this Mayo man just read off to me is not the way. Tree Sap. I know you don't like me calling you that name, but Tree Sap. Homie. And whoever's going to snitch and send this clip to him, he knows I call him that. So, again, oops. So you're going to send him something he already knows. Yeah, that was corny. I think even he probably knows that was corny. But
someone will take him seriously.
But hold on. But corny people know a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. Corny people know a lot of things that they do are corny. They just don't care. They just don't give a damn. So now you have to be subjected to their corniness because they don't care. And once you reach corn billion levels, you really don't care. You really don't care. You will put corny out there as much as you possibly can. Like almost everything that comes out of your mouth will be fucking corny. Did my phone just die? What the fuck? Okay, I had my phone on the charger this whole time. That is the weirdest shit.
Wow.
It has been weird stuff going on in my little studio room here. It all day today, just weird shit, like really weird shit with technology specifically. But guys, I look, I'm foregoing my drone accountability tonight in favor of what we not gonna do. Paul Triple Nose, I don't see color, wrinkle head Levesque. Come here, brother. Come in, man. Sit down. You got to get this work, homie. You got to get this work, brother. What we not gonna do is this. Sir, you are not going to run out there and bash the same IWC that holds you on a throne that no one, not even media, not even legacy media, can touch you on. To say the internet is not a real place and these people complain. You would think with the way they talk about Cody, these buildings wouldn't be packed out. Whoop-de-whoop. He showed a little bit of insecurity with something. No, I called him slipping in the kitchen, guys. I have a degree in psychology. I called him slipping in the kitchen. He was like, yeah, how is Cody, Phil, you would think he was dead, this, that, and the third. Yeah, how is he dead when, it's 10 to 15,000 attendance on a weekly basis? I said, oh, so now we're giving windows. Just a year ago, it was, we sell out everywhere we go. Now we're giving windows? I don't think anybody caught that. Warner, I don't think anybody caught that. I watched the clip. I don't think anybody caught that.
No, I don't think so either.
Now we giving windows? Oh, so you not as confident about your product anymore. Now you giving windows, bruh? But that ain't even the main point I wanted to touch on. Let's get back to the him bashing IWC and saying, oh yeah, you would think with the way they talk and all this other stuff, the product was this and that and the third. Let's live in reality for 3 seconds. Warner, you wanna jump into this reality with me for just 3 seconds?
Sure.
Homie. It's real. It's real. No matter how much you want to do that passive aggressive deflection bullshit and deflect from all of the valid criticism you've been receiving as a booker, and instead of deflecting and projecting your passive aggression onto the fan base that defends you with their lives. To me, Warner, hold on, wait,
and makes you Booker of the Year.
Stop. Warner, to me, how does the WWE fan base not listen to what Triple H said right there and go, okay, that's it. That's the dagger in the heart. We've been defending this whole road to WrestleMania. We've been defending you since you got in the chair, and that's what you say about us? What is it going to take for y'all to turn on this company? Do you know that's what Triple H did? He basically said, fuck all of the people that have been propping me up and telling everybody my product's good when it's clearly not. That was Warner. That was disrespect. That's like, Warner, that is like this. That is like Ryan Day walking into your crib right now and spitting in your face and saying OHIO and walking out.
He wouldn't make it out alive.
Which proves my fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
Why did WWE fans just take that on the chin?
Because we still love our double E. We love our double
hold on,
E.
Catherine. No. Blind loyalty is the blind loyalty thing has been an excuse for them for the past decade. I'm not trying to hear it no more. There's alternatives out there now. There are alternatives out there now. I'm not trying to hit a blind loyalty shit no more. I am not trying to hit a blind loyalty shit no more. That was the dagger in the heart. Oh, we must have upset some of the drones and fairwalkers watching because our viewership dropped. Like, how much disrespect do y'all need to hear and see? Werner, I felt disrespected, and you know I'm not invested.
Right. And I felt the same way. Because again, this man's been prompted by that community for 20 years plus.
They even rank him as one of the greatest heels of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's a fucking farce, and I've always felt that was a fucking farce.
And how many years has he won Booker of the Year when he hasn't earned it?
So not only should the IWC feel offended, but like all of those online media outlets that go out of their way to suck his dick every chance they fucking get.
Mm-hmm.
Even after he disrespected them at that one press conference.
Yeah.
And said how he really feels about him. This was more so a shot at the fans that prop him up. What is it going to take? Y'all prop up the terrible booking. Y'all prop up the terrible card that y'all are about to receive this weekend coming up. Y'all prop up everything WWE, and y'all want to know what y'all got on y'all tax return? Triple H giving you a fucking middle finger with one of the wrinkles on the top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H, is that really the finishing touches you want to put on this road to WrestleMania? PR-wise? Is that really the finishing touches, PR-wise, you want to put on this last little fucking stretch you got before WrestleMania? That's what you want people to run with? Homie. Werner, I don't know what he was thinking.
He's lost his damn mind. That's pretty much it. He lives in this, and we talk about the bubble with WWE. He lives in this bubble to where whatever he thinks is gospel. Because that's how the fan base has treated him for the last decade and a half.
And Werner, what have we been saying since year one of this show? The changing of the tide will be the moment the WWE fans stand up, walk out of the building, and never come back.
Mm-hmm.
We have been saying that since year one.
Mm-hmm.
That quote is there's not going to be a better moment than that. That is one of the top executives that oversees the television you watch saying, fuck you, in no uncertain terms. And you could tell he was salty. Guys, again, I pay attention to psychology. You could tell he was salty because he started cussing. You could tell he was salty. Oh, the fucking internet. Oh, my God. I was like, oh. And you want to know what I thought in that moment when I heard him sounding all salty and cussing? I said, where are those same people that said Tony Khan was getting in front of cameras too much to talk about his promotion and he needs to be a boss and stop getting in front of cameras and talking?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that energy?
Yeah.
Where's that fucking energy?
Because he's done what now? 2 or 3 podcasts for this week?
And all of them have been a bad look. All of them have been every single one of them have been a bad look. For WWE and his product. Where's the same energy? Weren't y'all telling Tony Khan to fall back from doing media? Because, every time he does media, he embarrasses himself. What do you think Triple H just fucking did? His road to WrestleMania has been putrid. Then he has the nerve to go on a fucking podcast and passively aggressively disrespect the same people who have been propping him the fuck up since he was an active wrestler. The audacity. That is the only word I could think of. The audacity, the unmitigated gall of Triple H to say what he said. What is it going to take? WWE fans watching this right now, what is it going to fucking take? What level of disrespect is it going to take? What level of price gouging is it going to take? Enlighten me, please.
I don't think there is. I really don't think that. I think the fan base is just so far gone at this point that Hunter could go in the middle of Times Square, shoot somebody in the face, and they'll defend that man.
Werner, I don't understand it, dog.
I don't understand it either. I don't understand because it was this way for Vince. It's now for Triple H. Who knows who the next person's going to be whenever that happens? It might be for that. I don't get this mental illness that WWE fans have for this product is beyond me and needs to be studied by mental health professionals.
Everyone should watch that clip. If you're like, you don't even have to be a diehard. If you want a lesson, if you want a lesson in narcissist psychology, if you want to look at what a textbook narcissist sounds like, go watch that clip. That is what a textbook narcissist sounds like. And he's not running a gimmick. He's not an active wrestler anymore. He's not running a gimmick. That's him. That's him. That's him blatantly telling you what he thinks of you. It's disgusting, bro. And somebody might say, why y'all dragging it so much? Why y'all dragging it so much? Because there's people that are going to spend $8,000 to go sit in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas to watch a product of a person that doesn't even fuck with them. And dude, earth to Wrinklehead H. Earth to you, bro. I hate to say it, dog, but do you know that 90% of your fan base is probably on the internet?
Yeah.
So you're not only even insulting the people that prop you up, you're insulting the people that prop up the company. Everybody has the internet these days. Triple H, it's not 1997. Everybody's on the internet, including you. So not only was it disrespectful, but it was a self-own. Your entire company is all about, this is the last hypocrisy I want to point out, and then we're going to get into Raw. Your company ran out there the last 3 years. For every ratings failure y'all had, for every failure y'all had on a segment taking off and going viral, y'all would always run to, well, look at the YouTube numbers. Look at the social media engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the chief creative officer, content officer, whatever the fuck he is, running out there saying, I don't fuck with social media.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. Pick a struggle.
They never will. They'll never pick a struggle. It's whatever fancies them at that time. Even if it's 2 things, 3 things, 5 things, 100 things, they will fight every struggle because they want to sweat every little small thing in the world when it comes to this company.
But Werner, one thing I learned is that you're going to run out of excuses eventually. You're going to run you're going to run out of narratives eventually.
Normally, yes, I would agree with you, but not with this company.
Werner, we always say in reference back to pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And what was happening before the pandemic hit. Werner, we have proof that it can happen. You're talking like it can't. We have proof. Look at what was
Yeah.
happening pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
They were barely
get
filling.
that.
They were barely filling buildings up. The fans were fed up.
Yeah.
You don't remember
But
We
then
Were the Authority?
Yeah, I remember that, and then AEW came around, and then it became this fan base became this galvanized. No one's gonna take away our WWE. And
It's-
I just don't know what's going on. Like, what happened? Like, the minute Tony Khan said, or the phones were flipped, or whatever, or the press
They
conference,
said we had to galvanize.
we had to galvanize, and we got to take out this little upstarts, promotion that, oh my God, might threaten WWE.
But the problem
God
is,
forbid if
oh, go ahead.
something threatens WWE.
The problem is it's a civil war amongst WWE fans now, because now they have to pick. Now the fans have to pick a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
After this road to WrestleMania and this WrestleMania card, no, their fans have to pick a struggle. Are you going to spend all of your day dedicated to shitting on AEW, or are you actually going to hold WWE accountable? After WrestleMania, they're going to have to pick a struggle. I wanted to get to a point of where WWE has to pick a struggle. Because the fans are about to have to pick a struggle.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Hold on. Okay, we good. See, as soon as we got deep on this, they start fucking with the connection. You see how that go? We here though. Mundo Fuego came through with a 2 smackaroo super chat saying, please roast the stupid Heyman love triangle. We already did.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
And in a way, we already did. Yeah, no, we good. It was just a quick little skibbity bit, but we back. Ryan Lawrence, new commenter, I think, said it doesn't make sense that he has not struggled, but he wants to bring back release people. Back then they got back release. Yeah, and that's what's going to end up happening again. It's like a cycle with WWE. That's what's going to end up happening again. All of these older veteran talents that they're signing right now are inevitably going to get released again.
Mm-hmm.
They just are. So there you have it. You see what we go. See what we got here. Samuel Riley, new commenter as well over there on Twitter, said their fan base is already watered down. Their fans' enthusiasm about WrestleMania. They're not going to say that, though. That's the thing with WWE fans. They're not going to say that, though. They're not going to come out and be like, yeah, this isn't good. They're going to say, well, he tried.
Yeah.
He tried. He really, he gave it his best. That's what they're going to say. Lost Twitter? Okay, well, shit, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay, cool. Well, as long as we still here, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I care about. Shit.
I mean, WrestleMania still hasn't sold out.
Yeah, WrestleMania still has it sold out, but like Werner, we knew this was going to happen, though. So I think
Yeah.
Triple H will be gone before the end of this year. Looking at ticket sales of WrestleMania, TKO must be fuming. That's going to be the only thing. I don't even want to say that rights the ship, but that's going to be the only thing that makes WWE fans really look themselves in the mirror and go, whoa.
Yeah.
What were we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, were we really in that much of denial? And the answer is going to be a resounding yes. You were in denial.
Mm-hmm.
You denied how bad the product was. You denied how bad Triple H was as a booker. And now what? Heads had to roll. Which I do think heads are going to roll. I don't think it's going to roll this year. I've been on record saying that. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't. But inevitably, heads are going to have to roll. I said I see it happening closer to that 5-year out that Netflix has. If Netflix goes out on WWE, then I think we see heads roll.
Which should be around 2029.
Yeah. I think it's a while before we see that. All right? But much love to everybody in the building, guys. It's time to get into the show that we would never go into Raw, sponsored by Trojan. Guys, it's time to get into WWE Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Monday night, if you shall. All right. Now, guys, we're going to have a unique version of our review tonight because I was handling some business. I was getting some equipment for Vegas, and I was handling some stuff with my phone. And I had it on mute, and I was watching it, but it was a lot of stuff that I couldn't hear. So Werner's going to have to cover a lot of these segments, but Werner, we can do it quick hit style. We don't have to cover it all. So we could do this shit quick hit style. And yeah, let's pop into it because I know what I want to talk about. Go ahead.
Alrighty, the show kicks off with the usual montage of wrestlers walking in. Since I know everybody
favorite
loves
portion of the show.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Werner called it Oscar-nominated shit.
Oscar nominated my ass. Oscar nominated my ass.
Yep.
All right, Gunther comes to the ring, all hot and bothered. Wants Michael Cole to interview him.
Pause. What?
Pause.
Why? Oh, Werner, what the fuck? Hold on. No. Why is he coming to the ring hot and bothered, homie?
He's pissed off. He's angry.
Does hot and bothered mean the same thing to you that it means to me?
No, I was just trying to make it funny. Just trying to lighten the mood for this terrible fucking promo.
You was trying to make it zesty. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh. Gunther storms to the ring, angry. Demands Cole gets in the ring to interview him. Cole asks stupid-ass questions. Tells him to get out of the ring.
Okay.
Claim Gunther wanted Jay to know that he's more confident in his match because he's, 4-0 against him and he's in control. No matter what, he's in control. When I beat up your brother, I was in control. When I took a bath in his blood last week, I was in control.
What is this motherfucker, Janet Jackson? He got a Janet Jackson promo? Like, no, confirm.
Yeah, pretty much. He also said he looked forward to calling his mother and telling her how much he enjoyed being the living hell out of Jey Uso and walking out WrestleMania as champion, and then stormed off.
Stop it. Stop it.
This promo was god awful. This was so bad. Like, I really wanted to just be like, this was a Cody Rhodes promo. It's pretty much what it was a Cody Rhodes promo.
He walked off on that note?
He stormed off.
On that last line?
Yeah.
And then to have him come out there and say he's in control after we witnessed him not having confidence in himself storyline with AAR Priest, where he's sneaking up behind him like Swiper the Fox and getting his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just supposed to pretend that we didn't see that happen?
WWE, erasing history one week at a time.
No, I'm not retconning that. That motherfucker snuck up behind AAR Priest and still got his ass kicked because he wasn't confident in himself.
Yet here we are.
They had him walking around like a walking testosterone commercial. Not feeling confident in your masculinity. You need that extra boost daily. Attack AAR Priest. Am I supposed
Maybe
to
he
forget?
needs to go see Frank Thomas.
Because she'll like it too.
That's right.
That Frank Thomas commercial with that cuck-ass husband never ceases to make me laugh.
The fact that that's still on the air amazes me.
Frank Thomas is looking ripped. Yeah.
Hell.
What the hell? He's gonna fuck your wife. Wow, Werner. Wow. Wow. That's your world heavyweight champion.
Yep.
Wow. The said Gunther sounded like a Hanna-Barbera villain.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
No. And shouts out to Marlo for coming through with the 5 Smackaroo super chat to say that. That was worth it. That's funny as hell. Not him saying he sounded like a Hanna-Barbera villain. Is that true? Guys, because again, I was seeing it, but I had it on mute because I was handling business. Did he really?
Yeah.
God damn. Said he was out there doing the minor 49er. That's funny as hell. Oh, shit. Let's keep it going, man. Let's go quick hit style.
All righty. Up next, we got a video package from Bianca Belair admitting that Io and Rhea had brought a different side of her out. They're going to fight. She won at Chamber. No one cares. This match means nothing.
And you said this was a video promo?
Yeah, it was a video package.
What?
All three of them had a video package.
I ain't gonna hold you, Werner. I saw the Io Sky one. The Io Sky one was actually good.
Subtitled.
I hate to skip ahead, but like the Io Sky one was actually good. She sounds so much better when she's speaking in her native tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But it begs the question, Werner. It begs the question. Why isn't this an all hands on deck week?
You know, ever since we've been doing this show, I think we've asked that. You or me have asked that question every year.
Like if there was a moment to have every talent that you have on the roster on the show, this was the week.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay.
I gotta save my voice for Mania week. Let's move on.
Paul announced a sold-out crowd of 14,158. I'm sure that's true. We have our first match of the night. We have Bayley with Lyra.
Oh God.
Taking on Liv Morgan.
Give me a fucking knife.
With Raquel, in her corner. This match was terrible.
I saw like glimpses of it, and I was just like, dude, what are they doing?
Like,
it looked like, from what I was seeing, the glimpses I was seeing, it looked like it was two rookies out there.
It really did. And Liv just looked like she did when she first started 10 years ago.
Yeah, she okay, so I wasn't tripping. Tripping. I try not to judge stuff off of a glance, guys. I'm not one of those people. I'm not prejudiced. I try to get information on everything before I make a decision.
Her running looked terrible.
So my glance
looked.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Her running looked terrible.
So my glances
like just running the ropes and all that.
I was looking at the match at glances, and I'm like, why does Liv look like she regressed? Wow. I gotta ask again, are y'all for real? Because again, I was only seeing glimpses.
I mean, I was, you know what? I really don't care about WWE. Like, we cover it and all that, but like, I felt embarrassed watching this match.
Damn, it was throwing tomatoes bad. I'm seeing motherfuckers throwing tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It was throwing tomatoes bad. I was just trying to figure out why it looked like Liv was working in molasses. I was confused.
It's WrestleMania week. I don't have to do anything. I have a title.
Wow. Okay, let's keep it going.
All righty.
I thought I was just seeing shit.
Morgan tried for an oblivion, but Lyra held Bayley from behind the ropes, which caused Morgan to fall backwards. Bayley followed up with a jackknife cover for the pinfall win.
Oh my God! Said it was Britt Baker bad. Oh,
yeah. No, that is a great analogy.
It couldn't have been that bad. No.
Oh, it was.
Oh man.
Minus the sandbagging, but it was.
That was gonna be my next question. I'm like, did somebody sandbag?
Minus the sandbagging, it was totally a Britt Baker. Like year 2 Britt Baker.
It was like a do my eyes deceive me moment every time I looked over at the match. Like every time I looked over at it, I was like, am I tripping? Or is this like really bad? Wow. Okay, let's move on. Wow. Okay.
Up next, pretty woman Paul Heyman was shown waiting for the arrival of Roman Reigns.
He's Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard. That's what Paul Heyman is at this point. Good Lord.
He loves singing Dolly Parton tunes.
What was he plugging, man? Was he just standing there? Was he just standing there?
He was just standing there.
So they ran
waiting.
the SmackDown thing back again.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was something I saw them run back on the show that I did see that I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was on the way back and I had the audio on in the car. I was like, are you kidding me? I can't wait to get to that. But yeah, I don't know what to make of this love triangle thing. I'm gonna talk about it a little more once we get later into the show. Let's keep rolling.
Alrighty, up next, there's a video package for Rhea Ripley. She did not appreciate Belair making her look like the bad guy. She told Sky to cherish every moment with that title while she could. Belair would find out what it felt like when Rhea Ripley was the bad guy, and she would walk out champion at Mania.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't. Rhea's a baby face, correct?
Last time I checked.
That doesn't. Why is no one likable? Like, that. What?
This whole
Who's
so?
Hold on. What? I gotta beg the question. Who's in charge of like overseeing character work?
That would be Triple H.
Does he think this is good character work? How are people supposed to dislike the woman that posted that picture that she posted the other day? Yeah, if you're going off a fan reaction, yeah, Bianca Belair's the bad guy. But like, she's not. Bianca Belair's a baby face. She's not supposed to be getting booed.
Aren't all three of them babies?
Yes. Who is he relegating character work to?
Somebody who has no business doing it.
Like, he has to be handing character work off to Road Dogg or something.
Oh, God. No, he's the head writer now of SmackDown.
And I'm not trying to pass the buck because it could be Triple H just being his normal garbage self when it comes to booking. But like, dude, I've never seen character work this bad in WWE ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, this is the worst era for WWE when it comes to character work. Can we all agree on that? Like, I don't care if you're the biggest WWE fan, you have to agree on that. Like, nobody know who's what. And the proof is in the pudding, Treesap. Treesap reported it. The women on the roster don't even fucking know if they're heel or babyface internally. So if there's anybody that's gonna defend this, you can't. Because even the women on the roster don't even know what the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miguel, judge about what Werner just read off. She cut a Charlotte Flair promo.
Maybe that's the future for Rhea if she resigns or has resigned or whatever.
I am so confused. And I'm sure the women backstage are confused as well. And if there's somebody who goes, well, this is just going to build more intrigue towards the match now, isn't it? They're not doing this on purpose. They're not doing this on purpose. Let me wake you up to reality yet again, Warner. We got to spend 3 seconds of reality again. They're not doing this on purpose. Okay? Get that through your fucking head. They're not doing this on purpose. They are just that bad. Because I could see somebody coming in here going, well, they're doing this on purpose. It's subjective. No, it's not. Wrestling is not like that. This isn't like the NFL where you could go, oh, I don't like this team because of their colors.
Yeah.
There's heels and there's baby faces and the very ever so rare tweener. That's very rare. And only certain people can pull it off. Swerve is a great example of that. Swerve is a phenomenal example of that. So what the fuck?
Makes no sense.
We going up to this match with a walking stick with fucking Stevie Wonder's glasses on. What is the audience supposed to do? This is exhausting. Let's keep going.
Oh God. Up next, we got Rey Mysterio taking on Julius Creed.
Wrap it up. I saw this match. I was watching because they was trying to port my number over, and I was watching this whole match. Give the result.
Rey won with a 619 and a springboard splash for the win.
This is the worst run of Rey Mysterio matches I have ever seen.
Yeah.
In 2025, this is the worst run of Rey Mysterio matches I've ever seen. And I stand on that firmly. Rey Mysterio now just seems like just another guy. As unique as Rey Mysterio is, Rey Mysterio, let me put that in y'all head. Let me let that marinate. Rey fucking Mysterio feels like just another guy on the roster.
Yeah.
What more can we say? You wanna chime in on this one? That's all I got to say.
No, I would say let's feel bad, but he signed on the dotted line. He's staying there because of his kid.
And then
he asked for this. He wanted it. He got it.
And then he's wrestling an Anglo white man in a luchador mask at WrestleMania.
But that's not racist at all.
Homie, it's a spit in the face. The last great luchador alive right now, because a lot of these luchadors still got to carve their path. One of the last great luchadors that are still alive, and you're putting him against an Anglo white man in a luchador mask at WrestleMania in probably a curtain jerker match.
Probably.
Because if that goes second or third on the show, yikes. You got to put that on like the pre-show or something.
I would have said Rey Fenix for, to surpass Rey, but not anymore. Not with WWE.
Yeah, if he would have stayed, and we said that back before he even signed with WWE. If he stayed outside the company, he might have had a chance. We've been saying that since 2022. We've been saying that about Rey Fenix since 2022. If he stays away from the WWE, he has a chance to pass up Rey Mysterio. We've been saying that since 2022.
Yeah.
Anybody who has been watching us that long knows that it's the truth. Yeah, and Marlo, you bring up an excellent point. And he's probably going to fucking lose.
Yeah, probably.
The only thing that Triple H could do to make this more insulting is to make this a mask versus mask match and Rey Mysterio loses.
Yeah.
That's probably the last insulting thing he can do. You already shit on the Lucha Libre culture. You already shat on, dude, what more can you do, bro? What more damage can you do? But let's keep going, Werner. Oh, man, brother.
Up next, we get a pre-cut tape promo from the War Raiders on the New Day. They're not going to have a match. They're going to have a war.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Yeah.
Nobody believes nothing you're fucking saying.
After that, we got Jackie Redmond interviewing the New Day in the back as Xavier Woods was playing Clash of Clans. No one gives a shit. Covey said Eric and Ivar might want a war, but the New Day have been dealing with war from the locker room for months. When the New Day won their titles back, the fans would have no choice but to say thank God for the New Day.
Warner, the New Day heel turn could have been something that could have helped push tag team wrestling forward across the board if they would have executed it properly.
WWE doesn't know how to execute properly since 1997.
I'm going somewhere with this. For all the people that defended the Cena heel turn all the way leading up to WrestleMania so far, why did y'all abandon y'all defense of the New Day heel turn? If it was so good, why did y'all abandon y'all defense of it? Warner, that's like if you fighting a murder charge and your lawyer just stopped showing up to court.
Yeah.
There were people defending that New Day heel turn like crazy, even though we all knew that shit was going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Where they at? Where they at? So that showed me something. You drones rather just go radio silent than to hold the product accountable. Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah, that's what it's been looking like for the last year and a half.
Yeah. Y'all rather just go radio silent than to open y'all mouths and go, hey, Triple H, homie, this shit is Duke. This shit fucking stinks, homie. That's what we doing? But if AEW trips on a fucking boulder.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did you not see that boulder there? And you want to know who put the boulder there? You.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Charmaine. What are we doing, bro? Let's keep going, Warner. I have no words because now that it is the week of, I really don't have any words.
Yeah. There was a fluff package for Triple H when The Undertaker beat him in the Hell in a Cell match.
Damn it, dude. Can somebody please go to Google Maps and help me locate a knife store? Triple H was never the guy. He was the guy that worked with the guy. Can we stop pretending Triple H was the guy? Can we please cut this bad faith bullshit of Triple H being the guy? Can we please stop? That's the last time I'm going to say it. Because we likely not doing a show on Friday because I got other stuff to cover and, you know, it's going to be content for y'all. So we likely not doing Friday's show. I'm going to watch it, and Werner's going to post results on the page and all that stuff. If I can live tweet it, I will. But, like, what? Any comments, Werner?
So I guess we're doing investment ratings tonight?
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, up next we got AJ Styles taking on Karrion Kross. AJ Styles with a phenomenal forearm. Afterwards, Logan Paul showed up, had to get a vignette of himself.
Homie, I wasn't watching this with audio. I was back on mute with the audio again. Okay, so confirm this for me. You or and all the truth seekers. It felt like I looked away 8 times from this whole thing, and it was still fucking going.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that. It was terrible and way too long.
Thank you, Adrian Carpenter, for the 5 Schmackaroo super chat saying the New Day is black and it's typical Triple H booking a black talent. Now, this is one of those things where I can't say it's exclusive. Because because they're doing the same thing with the John Cena heel turn right now.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, they're silent. They're silent. Oh, they just don't got nothing to say about it. You know why? Because that silence is much easier than turning around to WWE and saying, hey, y'all fumbled this. They are silent. You notice WWE drones and Fairwalkers ain't saying shit about that Cena heel turn. You know why? Because it would bring attention to its failure. Fuck me sideways. I can't with this show, dude. Let's keep it going.
Paul Heyman's still waiting for Roman Reigns.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. This is the go home show, dude.
This felt like a normal Raw. Like there was nothing go home about this.
And Triple knows you could be as salty and as passive aggressive as you want about people criticizing you on the internet. Valid criticisms, by the way.
Right.
You could be as salty as you fucking want because, hey, bro, guess what? At the end of the day, the truth don't change, homie. This shit stinks. The truth don't change, man. It is Duke juice, homie. It is gutter trash, homie. You can't run from the truth. Good God almighty. Yeah, Fuego, yo, that's basically what it is. Oh, they're bad now. That's it.
Lazy storytelling.
Let's move on.
Jey Uso.
Oh, my God. Another segment, and you're going to have to tell me what happened in summation, but like, we're in another segment where I was looking away from the phone constantly, and every time I look back, I'm like, this is still going?
Before I get to the summation, if you saw it, it was really quick. There was a fan who had a sign up that said, "This show financially ruined me."
You stop it.
I'm dead serious.
Can somebody find that and send that to us in the Twitter DMs or Facebook or whatever? Can somebody find that, screenshot it, and send it, please?
It's during the Jey Uso promo. It's during the Jey Uso promo. I don't exactly know where. It's very quick. It's maybe about 2 seconds, if that.
We said it on the other review on Friday. The NFL would kill to have a fan base be this fucking stupid. And blindly consume their product with a level never before seen of stupidity. Warren, are you being serious?
I'm being serious. I'm being completely serious. Marlo said he saw it.
God, Jesus. Lord Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That reminds me of this photo I saw recently of all these people at this Drake concert in Australia, and they're all holding up signs begging him for money and stuff like that. It was so dystopian and so strange. How what you just said to me, I feel like I'm in a post-apocalyptic pro wrestling world. Like, did you hear what you just fucking said to me? They're proud of that? You can't make this shit up. I knew I wasn't going to use the soundboard a lot tonight. I knew we was going to get surgical tonight. You cannot make this shit up. They're really going to make being in financial straits cool, all in the name of the WWE. Warner, the plot has been completely fucking lost.
Yeah.
The plot has been completely fucking lost. I almost want to end the show. Guys, I'm not even kidding. Finish out. Just finish out.
All right, so the Jey Uso promo.
Let me guess.
Said people.
Hold on, wait. Let me guess. Yeet.
Well, there's that, but he said people were asking if he was crashing out. He said he was crashing out, but he's also locked in.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know, but he literally said that.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And let me guess, he said this with a cokehead cadence, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. And then, yeet. Jay also said that Gunther's afraid and he's going to whoop his ass in front of 60,000 people, probably like 48, on Saturday. And then he played his music, and that was that. Kathy Kelly tried to interview Braun Breaker, but was attacked by the Judgment Day. Finn Balor defeated Penta via disqualification because Braun Breaker showed up and started wrecking everything.
This is what I couldn't wait to get to. This is one of those intelligence and like insulting moments. Werner, they literally ran back the same thing they did last week.
Mm-hmm.
Which plays into something we've been telling y'all since year one. WWE will get a semi-cool moment and do what with it, Werner?
Run it into the fucking ground.
Look at Jey Uso. It's a gimmick. For Jey Uso, it's a gimmick. It's a way of life. My chest hurts. What is it gonna take? This was a go-home show for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And do y'all want to know how bad they're even fucking the media over on this WrestleMania weekend? You want to know how bad they're even fucking the media over? All of the top marquee talent is going to be at WWE World doing WWE-related shoots and all that stuff, right? And the talent that they're sending to Media Row to do interviews is people like Ludwig Kaiser. They're even fucking their compromised media over. And they're going to probably, and I know this from experience, and they probably going to put them in a press box at the top of the fucking arena.
Probably.
-10. No moment.
-10, no moment.
Good fucking God. I'm sorry, Lord. I don't mean to use your name in vain like that. I'm sorry. Good Lord. Werner, now that we're at the week of WrestleMania, just like I said a second ago, I don't know what to tell the people that expect to come on this show and for us to break this stuff down and to help them get excited for it.
Right.
There's nothing for us to break down to tell you to get excited for.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. And y'all about to figure this out real quick. Let's get into investment ratings. Let's fucking do it.
Alrighty, we're going to start with night one. We got the War Raiders versus the New Day for the tag team titles.
0, because the build has been awful.
I'm with you, 0.
Give me a fucking knife. I can't. Let's keep going.
Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable in a mask.
It's a Anglo fucking white man going against a real luchador and he's going to have on a luchador mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you like Timeless Tony Storm. Are we comparing Timeless Tony Storm to a fucking white dude in a luchador mask that literally is changing nothing but wearing a luchador mask?
Mm-hmm.
0.
Yeah, I'm at you with the 0. Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
The only thing this build has been is Jade Cargill running around like a tiger in the fucking savannah, attacking Naomi whenever possible. So all physicality that you were looking forward to and it was building up, they ruined it because they blew their load with it. Naomi is just cutting fucking weird promos and caution tape outfits. 0.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a 0.
And I think the match is gonna suck.
Mm-hmm. Up next, we got Los Angeles Knight taking on Jacob Fatu.
It's going to be a Jacob Fatu carry job, and it's going to be a formulaic Jacob Fatu carry job. I don't even think this match goes as long as people think it's probably going to go. I think this is going to be like an 11 or 12-minute match. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to give that a 2. And it's only because I think Jacob Fatu is going to try to go balls to the wall because it's his first Mania.
Yep. Oh, God.
Wait, real quick. Let me shout out Adrian Carpenter. 5 Schmackaroo Super Chat. Appreciate you, man. You've been coming through heavy tonight. Said, why is no one saying this El Grande Americano storyline is racist?
Exactly.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Alrighty, up next we got Sandbag Flair versus Tiffany Stratton.
Warner, you gonna laugh. You gonna crack up even. For the LOLs of how bad this is gonna be, I'm giving this a 10.
You know what? I'm actually with you on that.
I think
now I did.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say this is gonna be wrestle comedy.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte Flair is gonna go out of her way to make Tiffany Stratton look really bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be hilarious.
Now, real quick, I did mention this. We were going to do an over/under on sandbagging, and I'm gonna start it at 5.
Over.
Okay.
And I think that's within the first 5 minutes of the match.
Ooh.
Over.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's toss no sales in there too.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
If we're tossing sandbags and no sales together in the pot, over under, I'm going 10.
Will this be a bigger no sell than Triple H versus Ultimate Warrior at 12?
That was pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to put a bet on that one. But it is going to be a lot of sandbagging in this shit. And it's going to be a lot of no selling in this shit. And I think it's going to be from both sides. I think it's going to be from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I really do. And all these people say, well, the animosity makes it that much more exciting. I'm like, I think that's going to make it that much worse.
Mm-hmm.
These are 2 blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girls. They are going to get in that ring and carrying it up.
Who calls the manager first?
Yeah, no, this is that match is going to be wrestle comedy. I hope they put that on night 1 because
it is on night 1.
Beautiful. I'm going to be at that pool party with a badass bitch on my lap, cracking the fuck up. Oh, I'm gonna get a laugh out of that match. That's gonna be a good time, Warner. I'm looking forward to that for the laws alone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on.
All right, up next we have Gunther taking on Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title.
Damn row. Hector Zeroni, 0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. There's no good outcome for this match.
Wrestling wise, outcome wise, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be a forced manufactured moment where they're gonna pan the cameras out over the arena while everybody eats, and then you know what's gonna happen when people leave that arena? The reality that Jey Uso, the guy that just put that stinker in front of them, is world champion.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? The honeymoon is gonna be over. So I'm actually excited for it in that regard. Because the honeymoon's going to be over. When Jey Uso goes out there and stinks it up and still wins that belt, that honeymoon is going to be over.
Mm-hmm.
Mark my words. Go ahead.
Can't believe he's going to be a Triple Crown champion.
That makes me fucking sick. Let's keep going.
Yeah. All right, we have the main event of night one. We have Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins on a Paul Heyman on a pole match.
3 married men fighting over a dude that looks like he is a stand-in for the Penguin. What else
Boy,
do
that
I
would
need
be
to
a
say?
good penguin.
What else do I need to say, Warner? Zero.
Yeah,
what
you're
else,
right.
What else do I need to say?
You are completely right.
What else do I need to say? That's what it is. With no stakes, might I add. With no stakes whatsoever. No belts, no nothing, just vibes.
Is it really that hard to write number one contendership match?
Apparently.
I mean, at least at Dynasty, we had a number one contender match.
Oh, would you look at that? Oh, but Werner, you're not supposed to mention that. That's AEW.
Oh, sorry. I said the bad word out loud.
Yeah, no, you can't mention a competent product.
Yeah,
no.
Dear Lord. All right, we're on to night 2. Oh, boy.
From what I saw, that shapes up even worse than night 1.
Yep, because we're kicking off with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the women's tag team titles.
If Allegiant Stadium, first of all, if you've ever seen Allegiant Stadium up close, it looks like a giant black hole.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very unique stadium to look at. It's a beautiful stadium. It looks like a black hole. And I don't mean that in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a black, especially at night. If that ring doesn't fall into its own footprint and it creates a black hole of fucking boredom, then in which case it's still a 0.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that is going to be the most boring match that you could possibly consume.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, up next we have
Thank you, Elise.
AJ Styles versus part-timer Paul.
Move on.
All righty, up next we have Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn versus Dominic Mysterio for the IC title.
AJ Styles is wasting his career in WWE right now.
I completely agree.
I can't tell you how mad that fucking makes me.
Mm-hmm.
But that Fatal 4-Way, that is going to be also wrestle comedy, and it's going to be overbooked as fuck. 0. That match is going to be overbooked as fuck. That is going to be wrestle comedy. It's going to be everybody get your shit in. It's going to be comedic. That shit is going to look like the damn Benny Hill show.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think this is going to be the shocker of the weekend where Dominic wins the title.
Oh, for God's sake.
With the way this is lining up, come on.
It is, though. It is lining up that way, and it wouldn't make sense. But him even being in this match doesn't make sense because has he won more than 2 matches this year?
Has he even wrestled more than 2 matches this year?
So him being in this match doesn't even make sense.
Right.
So for that reason, yeah, Warren, I actually agree with you. I could see them doing that. You know why? Because WWE, when they do go for shock value, it's always in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they won't see Dominic Mysterio coming.
Mm-hmm.
We would. Because y'all booked the dumbest shit. Let's move on.
And then fans get all pissed off, get shocked and pissed off at the same time.
And you know why? You know what would make that stop happening, WWE fans? If you actually held the product accountable.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Mm-hmm.
You could stop that right in its tracks. You know that? Oh, God. Next.
Quan Chi versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight.
Move on. If wait, by the way, real quick, if Dominic Mysterio pins Penta, I'm gonna have to lead a pool party, bro. I'm gonna have to lead a pool party.
I gotta believe he's gonna pin Finn.
He's pin Finn. Jesus Christ.
In Finn, yeah.
If he does, though. If he does. This is WWE
live.
we talking about, guys. If he does, if WWE fans don't hold them accountable for that, oh my God. Continue.
Alrighty, up next we have Io Sky taking on Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the women's world title.
I don't know who's what in this matchup, and for that reason alone, 0.
I'm not even invested. Like, I don't even care.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's nothing there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, move on.
Cody versus John Boy.
If you don't fucking stop. 0.
Yeah.
There's no, like you said about the other match, there's no good outcome that could come out of this.
I have a theory.
Austin?
Yes, I have an Austin theory.
Okay.
So now that Kevin's out,
Mm-hmm.
I think Randy's going to get involved. And screw Cody. And then they have their feud.
So, guys, we had a great show tonight. Clear the air. Clear the air. If another match gets announced, we'll cover it on the WrestleMania review, obviously.
Yeah. But just know it'll probably be a 0 for the investment.
Yeah. Clear the air. Spend your money wisely. Spend it on things that are actually worth it.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that are going to go out here and bankrupt themselves and empty out their savings just because it's Vegas and it's WrestleMania and WWE has all of these events that you could prepay for. There's people that are really going to bankrupt themselves all in the name of a company that does not give a fuck about them, and the person that books the product looks down on them with disdain, and he would spit on them if he could.
Mm-hmm.
Find better ways to spend your money. Choose better ways to spend your money. Support events that are going to be going on around, and like find something that's actually dope and it's not WWE adjacent. Do some touristy shit. Just whatever you do, don't send yourself into bankruptcy supporting WWE. They don't deserve it, and they don't treat you properly as a fan, and they don't do fan service for you. And their product has been horrible. They've rewarded you with the worst road to WrestleMania of all time. So reward them with your disdain. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
Drones, do not get your hopes up.
Oh.
Do not get your hopes up. I understand over the weekend, the bald-headed Dwayne man decided to wear a New Japan shirt, and you guys all got boners for it. It's not happening.
As if they watch
Let it the fuck go. Let it the fuck go. There's not going to be a WWE New Japan Forbidden Door. Let it go. For the love of God.
They definitely ran with that.
You're going to drop AEW and go with the big leagues now. Shut the fuck up.
They really ran with that.
Yeah.
They really ran with that. I saw it. I saw it in real time. I dare them to deny saying that. I dare a WWE drone to say, we didn't say that bullshit.
Bullshit.
I saw that in real time. That's a good one. That's a good one. I would honestly just don't get your hopes up in general.
Well, yeah, don't get your hopes up in general, but like
that especially. Yeah, that especially. But don't get your hopes up in general, WWE fans. They're not, they failed. They failed. Let's call it what it is. They failed. This road to WrestleMania and likely this WrestleMania, they failed. And guess what? Next year, they're going to fail even harder. Because they don't have a Las Vegas to crutch themselves on. New Orleans is a great city, but it ain't no Las Vegas.
No.
Don't let them keep doing this to y'all, bro. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. I got to stay up all night and do some editing. I'm about to hit this coffee mad hard. So yeah, guys, much love to y'all, man, but we got to get up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his ass. So Sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starkside.
The beginning of football worldwide, no sides, semi-cute 6s, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Wednesday.
Yes, you will.
Mm-hmm.